What we're doing is we're taking a lure that we've established, and remember, just a little reference, holding our food like this. We've been luring our dogs around by creating this hand target. Power steering is the idea that through the dog's head and lure, that we can manipulate their back end as well. So it's this idea of where the head goes, the butt follows. If I'm luring straight like this with a flat hand, my dog's got a straight up head position. That's our basic luring for our foundation healing position. If I wanted to start power steering my dog though, for example, if I take a turn, I can then turn my dog's head like this, turn my hand, which causes my dog's head to turn to access the food that they're being lured by, and then subsequently swing their butt in. So the effect of that is where the head, when I turn my hand, the dog's head must follow and access the food differently, and the butt will adjust in order to more readily access the food out of the hand. So when I'm healing with a dog, in the preliminary stages, we focus a lot on this, just straight position. But with young dogs, when I want to create like a mentality of them being malleable and manipulated through the hand, as I start adding turns, I will also complement that turn by turning my hand. And my hope is that the dog's butt will follow. So this is a skill that we can practice even with young dogs when we're working on. I can be healing like this, and as I turn, I can, if you see that, manipulate my hand in a way that causes the head to turn and the butt as well. So this is the idea if I were a dog and doing this myself, right? That I'm accessing food when the head turns, when the hand turns, the head turns, and the butt would follow. So I'm trying to control the back end through the front. It's basically essentially the context. We are going to, or the concept, we're going to take a couple of dogs and go through this so that you can see. There's a few things that need to be in place for this to work out really well for the dog. By now we've done a lot of luring work, and I don't want you to be afraid of that because we've got steps that we take to get rid of or get away from all of this help, and it helps us lay the foundation for a lot of behaviors. So we've been doing a lot of luring work with the dogs. We need the dog to be a strong lurer in order for the power steering to work. The dog has to be well committed to the hand, and then as we're moving along, if they're well committed to the hand, they're going to better follow the information that comes from that hand. So they're going to be better manipulated through the head to the back end if they're really committed to this and trying to access the food actively. So Alzer's quite good at this because we've been doing it since he was young. It's just another way for us to start inserting a little bit more mobility from the dog and malleability in the healing context, right? So in our healing, whether the dog knows they're doing it a lot or not, it's a way for us to start gaining the behaviors that we're later going to want to call on. So free, buddy. So I'll put Elzer. If you notice, I'm going to have a sufficient supply of food in my right hand. I'm going to put him onto this side here, and I can already, when he's digging in, you can see start power steering him like this. And I'm actually bending his head out a lot to the side, so that's a little bit of an advanced, yes, good boy, a version of it. But in the beginning, when you're starting with your dog, get him digging into the lure. You can move a little bit. Notice my hand is straight, and as I turn, then I turn my hand, and you'll see his butt followed really rhythmically. So I've got a straight lure. Yes, I'm going to reward him for following that lure really well. My hand target's back in place. Yes, he's digging in again. I just rewarded because I wanted to maintain that good lure position. Now my hand is straight. Watch as I start taking this turn, I complement my turn by turning my hand. Complement the turn by turning my hand. He's got to dig to the side. Notice how his butt even shot around here. Look at how much effect that has on him. Bring it back on. Look at that. That's going to help me with my turns right here. Yes. So I'm luring him again, straight. As I turn, I angle my hand, his butt follows. And this is something that you could sit and practice just like this. Look at how he's trying to eat off the side of my plate and how his butt, my hand, I call my hand my plate. He's trying to eat off the side of my hand or my plate, and his butt follows. It's just me turning my head. I can also do it this way. Here's another way to do it. This is a little bit dangerous. We don't want to get in the habit of feeding our dogs across our bodies, so usually we reserve it for the left pivots or left turns. Elzer's luring, yes, reward. Elzer's luring. Oops, I dropped a piece. He didn't go for it. Good boy. He found it. I'll let him have it. Handler error. He's in position. Straight lure. But I want to start adding turns, so I'm going to complement those turns with my hand. So a little bit of power steering. So this dog is already experiencing what it feels like to move their back end in heel position like this. Yes, El. And it's just a way to further manipulate these dogs' bodies. Look at that. Good boy. Healing straight, little turn. Nice, buddy. Healing straight, little turn. Look at that. Yes. Where the head goes, the butt will follow, and that's the concept here. So We're gonna practice that a little bit with our dogs moving forward now.